Fight inside Ernie Biggs' piano bar. The person hurt, not old enough to drink alcohol. Plus, no one shows to a 10-year-old's birthday party. What 4 Arkansas state troopers did about it. Then Arkansas Gives raised millions of dollars. We've got the big total you're waiting for.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 News at 10.
A convicted murderer is dead after trying to escape the state's highest security prison. New information tonight at 10. I'm Craig O'Neill.
And I'm Denise Middleton. 2 officers forced to shoot when the prisoner allegedly refused to cooperate. THV 11's Marielle Mose has more on how this all unfolded.
Denise and Craig, it happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon. 48-year-old Christopher Wilson shot and killed in an attempted escape after being locked up for a life sentence for 13 years.
He has not tried to escape from the Department of Correction before.
48-year-old Christopher Wilson serving a life without parole sentence at Varner Unit Prison in Grady. Convicted back in 2002 for killing Pamela Reed and her 8-month-old son Lucas in Faulkner County. Varner, a supermax security prison, only housing felons.
We view the escape risk the same for all inmates placed in our custody.
Wilson attempted to escape Varner Thursday afternoon when 2 officers shot and killed him.
Use of deadly force is the absolute last option.
The ADC didn't tell us exactly how far the inmate got before he was shot or how he even tried to escape. We do know that he was told several times by officers verbally to stop, and he didn't listen.
At the point where the officers, there is no other means to keep that inmate from escaping a secure fence facility.
The 2 officers involved placed on paid administrative leave until the investigation is over.
All officers who are authorized to carry a weapon do go through training.
Department of Corrections looking into the inmate's history at the prison and if any assistance was involved in the escape.
To determine what brought this inmate to that point.
And this is an ongoing investigation that's been handed over to state police. However, the Department of Corrections is doing their own internal investigation as well.
Oh, thank you. And as Ed has been telling us, the wildfire danger is real this week. Just a few hours ago, our cameras caught firefighters battling flames along I-530. This is in Jefferson County here. Up to 20 acres burned. No homes were damaged. The Arkansas Forestry Commission says glass and tile on the property caught fire, putting off big billows of smoke. The continued gusty wind and low humidity is why burning is a bad idea. But at last check, there are no county burn bans in place.
So let's go out to Chief Meteorologist Ed Buckner now, who joins us in the Weather Garden to tell us what's in store.
Exactly. What I was about to say is just what Denise said. There are no burn bans. However, we're still well above normal as far as rainfall goes, almost 6 inches above average for this time of the year, headed into early spring, middle of spring. The burn bans, it's kind of a unique deal because we haven't had a lot of rain lately and the winds have picked up and the humidity has dried out, so that's why the burn danger is so high. Here's a look at what's going on tonight. As far as the satellite goes, we've got mainly clear skies, a few clouds and a few showers moving through Tennessee, and that is really about it. We're mainly looking very quiet. Temperature-wise, we're at 67 here and 61 in Stuttgart, 66 down in Arkadelphia. Temperatures very mild statewide, 57 up in Harrison. So all in all, we're looking okay temperature-wise. It will be a cool night, not as cold as it's been though. 46 the low and 70 your high tomorrow on your Friday. Friday looks very, very nice. Saturday and Sunday look good as well. We'll have the rest of your weekend outlook for you coming up. Craig?
All right, Ed, new tonight, a woman claims to have been stabbed at Ernie Biggs. However, the owner of the piano bar says there was no knife and her knee was cut on broken glass. Little Rock police arrived at the scene just after 1 o'clock this morning. The woman apparently got into a fight at the bar. Officers soon learned she was only 20 years old. The Ernie Biggs owner tells THV 11 they carded her 3 times. Her ID said 22 years of age. The bar is turning over security footage to police for the investigation. A Clinton High School student arrested for allegedly making a hit list. 18-year-old Jacob Kerrigan is behind bars tonight in Van Buren County. Police say the student also put a rifle on layaway recently. Officers say both teachers and students reported his, quote, disturbing behavior. He now faces a felony of falsely communicating a terrorist threat.
A second Arkansan has tested positive for the Zika virus. The person recently traveled to Central America. The state health department is calling it a mild case. There is currently no vaccine or treatment for Zika. Arkansas health experts say women who are pregnant or plan to become pregnant should not travel to the most affected countries. And all of the Americans with Zika contracted the virus while traveling out of the country. As warm weather quickly approaches, some health experts believe affected mosquitoes will become a problem in the U.S. Tropical disease expert Dr. Peter Hotez says poor neighborhoods on the Gulf Coast, like this one in Houston, are similar to poor neighborhoods in Brazil, the epicenter of the Zika pandemic.
If you look to see where Zika is devastating families, mothers and their unborn babies or their newborn babies throughout the Americas, it's in the areas of extreme poverty.
Now, this is a new map from the CDC. It indicates the potential to reach as far north as New York and Ohio.
The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding a man who allegedly sexually assaulted a 4-year-old girl.
And take a look. This is Leslie Deering. His last known address was on West Dixon Road. If you know where he could be tonight, call Pulaski County deputies right away.
Road construction is forcing a well-known restaurant in North Little Rock to close its doors. And TV 11's Meredith Mitchell went to the State Highway Department to find out if anything can be done about it.
After nearly 2 decades in North Little Rock, the Gettin' Place will soon close its doors.
Putting us out of business. I mean, we won't have any parking at all. And they're making our building useless, but they're not trying to compensate us in any way for it.
Restaurant owner Tony Runyon says a bridge widening project along Highway 365 has left him frustrated and without many options.
But this is the line that they're saying that they're coming to here.
The State Highway Department says they own property almost up to the front door of the establishment, meaning no buyout for Runyon.
Since the state already owns the property and they were encroaching upon it, there's really nothing that can be done.
And I've got to still make my payment any way it goes. And so, I mean, I don't have the money to go relocate somewhere, number one. But number two, the location is why we wanted this to begin with.
For longtime patrons, this is a huge loss.
I want to cry. Because they'll miss it. It's part of life, you know, just like family.
Becky Scott feels the same way.
Everybody knows everybody. We've all been coming here for years. I've lived in this neighborhood for over 40 years.
These loyal customers know the end is looming, but until then, they'll still make the restaurant a part of their daily routine.
I feel sorry for them for the way this is going to turn out.
It's sad. You know, what are they going to do?
All new tonight at 10, the Outlets of Little Rock continues to add big names to its long list of stores. Announced today, Starbucks and Converse Factory moving in. Both are expected to open next month. This is the first Starbucks for the area. The state's only outlet center is located in Southwest Little Rock at the I-430 and 30 interchange. Also new at 10, the University of Central Arkansas is growing so quickly, it's opening another police substation. Today, they use the facility to hold a self-defense class for staff. Campus police will use it for everything from drug and alcohol awareness to theft prevention classes for students. The space is near the new sorority houses on the north side of campus on College Avenue.
This is home. And that's exactly why a group of Arkansas State Troopers went above and beyond for a 10-year-old boy in Hot Springs Village.
And THV 11's Sonny Scott tells us why.
Toxie turned 10 years old over the weekend. He sent out invitations to his whole class for his birthday party. Sadly, no one showed up, but what happened 2 days later is something he will never forget.
Are you Toxie? We heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Toxie didn't know what to expect when he opened up his front door with a line of Arkansas State Troopers lined up outside.
Scared, but trying to figure out why they were here at the same time.
They all came to celebrate with Toxie after his mom sent out 21 invitations to his class, but no one attended the party.
Just heartbroken, helpless, you know. I mean, it's like the last thing you ever want to feel for your kid is that no one cared enough to come.
But days after, Toxie got the ultimate surprise birthday party, hanging out with state troopers all day long.
They had showed me all the keys to do the sirens and the horn, and I got to see the cage with the dog in it.
Not only did the troopers let Toxie see the patrol cars, but they brought him a cake, gave him several gifts, and even played a game of basketball.
They had just like come to give me all that stuff and like make up their own birthday party for me.
The gifts range from video games to a Razor scooter.
Cried a little bit because I was so happy that they did that for me.
Andrews just has one message for parents.
Saturday night, after I realized like no one was coming, I had made a post on Facebook just saying, you know, kind of an outcry to parents, just, you know, please, if your kids get invited to birthday parties, take them.
For Toxie, he will always remember this birthday party for a lifetime.
I'm remembering right, this is like the only birthday that I've had with people coming.
I asked Toxie what he wants to do when he's older, and he says he wants to be an Arkansas State Trooper, just like the men that stood by his side on his 10th birthday.
All right, Sonny, Toxie already a trooper. And while we're on great stories, there was one that happened today between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. 4 blocks from our studios at the AT&T building downtown. This was the headquarters for Arkansas Gives. All day long, a total of 14,882 Arkansans from every corner of the state donated $25 or more online to over 600 Arkansas nonprofits. The goal was $4 million. Arkansas, we did better than that. Today's total, $4,077,884. This was all under the auspices of the Arkansas Community Foundation, whose slogan was, "Grow the Love," which Arkansas did, and we saw quite a harvest. So tonight, the entire state celebrates. All of the downtown Little Rock bridges are lit up in triumph right now. We're going to show you a live look along the Arkansas River. The color green was the official color of Arkansas Gives. It was bathing the bridges for most of today to symbolize grow the love. Denise?
Craig, thank you. Most viewed on THV11.com tonight, Riverfest sets a schedule for its June concert series. Plus,
place where even squares can have a ball.
Merle Haggard's funeral is now set for the weekend. Coming up, what he wished for the memorial service.
Beautiful night for grilling out, talking about baseball, the beginning of spring. You know, all that kind of goes hand in hand, and it looked like it was a beautiful night to do that. We have mainly clear skies, a few high clouds here and there, but generally speaking, we're mainly looking at high pressure beginning to build in after the last front has pushed through. That front now across Tennessee and Mississippi, high pressure filling in behind it, and we're looking at mainly clear skies. There are still a couple of clouds out there, but generally speaking, this high will fill in both tomorrow and into Saturday and bring us mostly sunny conditions and cooler weather, especially as we head towards Sunday. That Clipper system up toward the north will actually bring in a little bit cooler air by Saturday than it will tomorrow. So we're going to still be a little bit mild. 81 the high today, 71 is the average, so 10 degrees above normal today. 78 in North Little Rock, at 89 is the record high from 1948. We're still at about 5 inches above normal as far as rainfall goes. 67 degrees currently with mainly clear skies. Everything else is looking good. The dew point's low, humidity low, the wind is light. It's died down quite a bit. The pressure's at 29.96. So that pressure is rising, and as the high pressure rises, the winds will begin to die down just a little bit. So around the state, we're looking at 68 in Hot Springs, 68 in Mena and Fort Smith, 66 in Russellville, and 64 in Clinton. You go back up to the north, 57 in Mountain Home, 55 over in Jonesboro. So 50s to the north, 60s elsewhere. And tonight, you know what? Very normal. Temperatures really about where they're supposed to be. Seasonable, I will call it. And 46 the low under clear skies, northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow we'll see mostly sunny skies and a high near 70. So quite a bit cooler from what we saw today, and that trend will continue into Saturday. We'll see highs on Saturday only in the lower 60s, so that trend will continue. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, sunrise at 6:45. So 70 tomorrow. Take a look at this. 66 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday. The next chance of rain doesn't come along until Monday, and that's a good deal because we need some time to kind of dry out from the heavy rain we've seen. 50% the next chance of rain on Monday. Craig?
All right, Ed. Well, tomorrow morning, Governor Hutchinson hopes to sign his bill that makes changes to the private option, Arkansas Works. We'll first, though, head back to the full House and Senate for final votes tomorrow morning. Now, the proposal continues to use federal funds to buy private insurance for low-income Arkansans. This bill adds tougher guidelines. The governor hopes to sign it at 10 a.m. And after tomorrow's vote, the proposal is still not at the finish line. Next week, during the fiscal session, lawmakers will vote on whether to fund the measure.
All right, well, before Merle Haggard died, he picked what he wanted for his funeral. We'll reveal those details next. And most viewed online, Riverfest organizers released a schedule for its more than 24 concerts, the event's biggest names in 2 minutes. Most viewed on THV11.com, the 3-day concert schedule for Arkansas's biggest music festival is finalized.
Choose words that cut like a razor.
Well, that's Chris Stapleton, one of the headliners for Riverfest. Organizers say other big names like the Flaming Lips and Brothers Osborne will perform on Saturday, June 4th. Then on Sunday, expect big names like the Go-Go Dolls, Cole Swindell, Kelsey Ballerini, and Juicy J. Expect more than 24 performances across 4 stages. The festival runs from 1 to 11 both days. We've posted the schedule on THV11.com. Well, Merle Haggard will be laid to rest this weekend. According to our partners at the Tennessean, fans will not get to say their final goodbyes. Saturday's memorial is only open to his closest friends and family.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
And before he passed, he planned the service. His hit Silver Wings will be performed by singer and longtime friend Connie Smith. She says it is an honor. Haggard died on his 79th birthday from complications with pneumonia.
Did you know it's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open? Chances are during this allergy season you'll find that out. You know what else is impossible? To feel greed, envy, cynicism, jealousy, discouragement, anger, frustration, fear, hopelessness when you are a part of scenes like these. Arkansas gives. When you see volunteers from Arkansas Community Foundation hovering over computers, connected to terminals, connected to hearts from all over Arkansas, and as donations pour in, you watch those totals grow, and for a moment the goal of 4 million looks hopeless, but then you reach it, and faith is restored, and thousands of Arkansans are unified in gratitude. You see, when you give expecting nothing in return, it is impossible to feel the negative forces prevalent in our culture. Impossible. Like trying to sneeze with your eyes open. So how about a shot of the bridge? And for once, I'll be quiet, so the symbol of this day, of all of us coming together, can have its full effect. And oh, thank you.
The Arkansas football and basketball team have a new series in the works. Both teams have scheduled games against Colorado State. The Razorbacks will host the Rams in football on September 14, 2019, while the two schools will play a home-and-home series in basketball beginning in 2017. The first of the basketball games will take place in Arkansas before the Razorbacks travel to Colorado State during the 2018-19 season. Arkansas has defeated Colorado State in football in each of the previous 3 meetings between the schools, and the schools have never played in basketball. Meanwhile, the Hogs are looking good on the defensive side of the ball at spring football camp.
We went lighter so we can be, Coach wants us to be ready and be able to run around 100% for the scrimmage on Saturday. So I feel like it paid off pretty well, He just want to make sure that everybody's healthy and that, we can give our all. We just want to focus on what we need to do this spring, which is align, understand our calls, and just go out and play fast and be physical.
After a 2-game losing streak, the Arkansas baseball team bounced back with a huge win over Memphis on the road. The Hogs thumping the Tigers 12-4. 12 runs were scored on 16 hits as the Razorbacks rolled in their 20th win of the year. Now the 21st Ranked Hogs will stay on the road to face 14th-ranked Ole Miss. The three-game series is slated to start Friday, and first pitch is at 6:30. Oh, it's opening day at Dickey-Stephens Park. The Travs playing host to the Midland Rockhounds. Let's get things started in the top of the second inning. Travs down by 5, and this isn't helping. Josh Rodriguez sends it to the left field wall. It'll ricochet off. J.P. Sportman comes home for Midland. The Rockhounds are up 6-0. Austin Allen dealing for the Travs with 2 on. He gets the strikeout. Hogs still trail by 6, though. Midland brought the heat on the mound, too. Chris Jensen gets waved off the swing and miss to end the inning. Travs not losing hope. Check out Eric Aguilera sending this deep and high to right center. It's out of there for a Travs home run, but it just wasn't enough. The Travs fall 7-2 to Midland. Needless to say, though, the fans were still pumped on opening day.
Baseball is back.
Go Travs!
The fans. Yeah, I love to see the people who come out here, and I've got a lot of friends, and I love to see them.
Great. Come every year.
What's your go-to traveler's meal? I see you got some. This would probably be it, the chicken fillet sandwich normally. Who's your favorite baseball team?
Travelers.
Keep it here. We're back after this.
Cruising down Main Street, El Dorado, craving that PJ's coffee and a bagel. I like it fresh and I always keep it simple. Mocha latte, light chocolate syrup, heavy sprinkles.
A music video parody of the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis song called Downtown.
Me too. All right. Well, the group El Dorado Festivals and Events is behind the music video, and they changed all the song lyrics to promote the southern Arkansas town.
Ooh, it's too hot, so I move on, make another pit stop. The Old Town Store, my favorite shop. I buy a Main Street cookie, taking home for my pops. I love downtown. Cruising El Dorado, whipping through shops like a hot tornado.
Marketing video features some of the places you can find in the small town, in addition to selling some of the area's popular events.
Yeah, you can watch the full video on THV11.
Oh,
man. Look at that.
The bicycle at the end there.
I like that. No, I
want
like
to be in
it.
that video. That looks fun.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, you know
That's what I'm spraying.
Listen, we've got to make our own video then.
That's what I'm spraying, dog.
Okay, you're not going to be in it. You're not going to be in it.
Did I do something wrong? Did I say,
Watch out for,
did I
watch
say
out
that
for the
wrong?
next.
You just stick to weather.
I probably said
Watch
that
out
wrong.
for the next promo, folks. It's going to be a rough one.
I probably said that wrong, didn't I? All right, so the weather for the next couple of days, headed into the weekend, look very nice. 70 tomorrow, 66, a little bit cooler on Saturday, but no rain Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. The next chance of rain comes along on Monday. Yes, Mary, you have a question?
Thank you. I like that. I
You
like how
like
it
that?
looks this weekend. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for watching. The news is always on at THV11.com. Have a great night.
See you, player.
Rolling.
Whoa.
In my 5.0 with the rack.
Thanks for watching THV 11 News. Stay connected to the THV Information Center 24/7 on your mobile device and with the THV 11 app for your iPad.
And soon we'll all go to the Rialto, cause when it's finished it'll be a sight to behold. Don't believe me? Please never question my posse. I roll deep with Westlake, Reed, Laskowski. They're designing plans for the entertainment district. With Novel's construction, I'm feeling optimistic. Never doubt the team at festivals and events. Kelly, Pam, Terry, Dan, Austin, and Alex.
Downtown, downtown.
El Dorado.